Hi everyone. We have an LG washer here that was making a lot of noise as it spins, or even just a regular wash cycle, and it looked like the bearings were out on it. And so we opened it all up and found that the bearings were indeed no longer good. Unfortunately, it wasn't easy. I've tried a lot of things to try to get the bearings out. One of them, only the outer rim of it, as you see here, was remaining. When we pulled it out, when we pulled the tub out, it just kind of basically fell apart. So this one is very, very hard to take out. We got the other bearing out, which is right here. This one wasn't as difficult, but with this pull remover, actually this bearing removal puller that I bought off Amazon, it cost like about $30. It's worth it. I did get a bunch of tools from AutoZone and O'Reilly's, but they just did not. They did not work. They were just kind of a little bit too big for this bearing and would not work. Or maybe I just don't have a whole lot of experience with this. Maybe I couldn't just figure it out. But this tool had the claws on it were thin enough to where it had a better grip and was able to do a much better job. But I wanted to share this. So this was an LG washer again. So this trying to get the bearings out of this rear tub here, or the outer tub. And we had this is supposed to cover up to 2 inches, and this area isn't quite 2 inches in diameter, but it's just about. And so unfortunately it would not work properly. So what I did was I tried to do a bunch of washers, but to kind of expand it, because the claw here, this is meant to keep the claw from retracting. And no matter I tried a bunch of things, but they would just get bent and it wouldn't work. So I just went to Ace Hardware, and I don't really quite know what this is, but just got something thick enough that it wouldn't bend, and stuck it underneath here so that when I get it locked in place, it would stay in place and wouldn't retract. So now I'm about done, thank God. There were a lot of prayers involved in getting this working. So we're about done. As you see, it's a little bit more than halfway out already. And so I wanted to just shoot a video to show you even about this, but this was not wide enough, unfortunately, and it wouldn't. This knot right here, I thought it would work because it just kind of like it went inwards, just like the original one did, but it did unfortunately didn't work. It wasn't wide enough. So now when I did the first one, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. When I did the first one, simply winding this was pulling the bearing. However, for this one, winding isn't quite doing anything. I've tried. It just only expanding the claw. I'm not sure how I got it working, to be honest, the first time. But right now I'm just having to use this adjustable plier, and I am just, it's been very hard to get a good grip, and it tends to want to fall. Just, you see, you have to find a way to make it, because it starts to want to tilt. It'd be good if you had like maybe 2 people, somebody that can help support it while doing this. So every once in a while I've had to loosen it back up again. But you could hear it. That noise means it's coming out. It's very, very hard to. So we finally got it out. The bearing was very difficult to take out, as you all saw. but actually the puller or the remover of the bearing got locked up somehow. So we then tried to use a plier to try to get it out, but it scratched the inside a little bit, and I know I watched videos where it said be very careful. So yeah, we had to sand it out pretty good. I'm hoping it won't cause any problems later down the line, but in the end we actually got it out with just using a flathead screwdriver and a hammer, and we got it popped out. Sanded it out very good to make sure to get the surface as smooth as possible. Got the next bearing in here, and then we actually did the other side, and I wanted to share with everyone that when I was putting this bearing in, it's kind of just difficult because it's not just a matter of making it flush. So I used the bad bearing and put it on top of there and started hammering that way until it came in. I thought this was useful, might be useful to somebody else. Now there's plenty of videos out there. I'll probably link. There's for this specific LG washer, there's a video showing exactly how to take out the bearing, but obviously it was a lot easier for them because this bearing was just not coming out. I'll share that link to that YouTube, the person who did it for this exact washer. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. Make sure to like and subscribe. I hope this will help somebody I've been spent days on this, so hopefully my findings will help somebody out. And I'll also make sure to link this puller also on the description. Thank you. Bye.